As the Quran mentions Prophet Idris alayhi salam, which in history is known as Enoch, he wrote a book known as the Book of Enoch. I just wanted to know if there was any truth in it.
Okay, mashallah, amazing question. Okay, anything else?
No, just that, because I've done a bit of reading on it, and it's actually, I don't know if there is any truth, but it kind of, how shall I say it, it kind of mentions angels and humans up amongst it upon the earth together.
Okay. Thanks very much for calling in with that question, brother.
Thank you very much also. I think this young man, I don't know what's his age, but one thing is much more older than me, because
oh yeah, we know.
Yeah, so he has really good adab, because indirectly he taught me the name of Akhnouch alayhi salam in English. So thank you very much. I wish if we would have much more people behaving on your way. Yeah, so Akhnouch Enoch, so it is Enoch. So from now onward I will know name of Idris alayhi salam in the Bible, Enoch. Definitely I do believe in all of the books of the prophets, Gospels of the prophets. I do believe in all of them as it is requested from the Muslim to believe. It is in Quran. Okay, and is there any truth in it? Indeed, the books which is revealed to the prophets, all of them have got certainty and guidance in it. But the contemporary copies, is it reliable or not? So that have to be tested and researched by theologians together.
Okay. That we were speaking about before the break, about the book of Enoch.
So anyway, yes, Muslim, genuine Muslim has to believe in authenticity of the Gospels of the prophets. Okay, but what about the copies we have in our time? Obviously there are many copies, isn't it? So if you go to the libraries, manuscripts, you may not find two identical, for example, same to each other. So this practical evidence is sufficient to say that you never can prove, not in terms of like practically, you cannot prove that this is the actual copy of Prophet Akhnouch, Prophet Idris alayhi salam, because the truth, true copy of the Gospels is only one. But as you can see, there are in the manuscripts there are so many copies, and it's not identical to each other. Okay, so you never can get that certainty. Okay, but what is the way of doing it? So I say, for example, the theologians from different religions, including Muslim theologians, they should sit down together to work out the, you can say, the authentic copy of the Gospels, because God describes Quran as muhaiminan alayh. Muhaimin. What is the meaning of muhaimin? Muhaimin is, you can say, differentiating. Okay, muhaimin is, do you know the message which is in Quran? So it is clarifying what is mentioned in the Gospels. Okay, so for example, this issue mentioned about the one who made the golden calf to worship. So Musa alayhi salam was still alive. Okay, so he just disappeared in Mi'raj for only 40 days. And when he came back, his message was totally destroyed, ruined. And they were worshipping this golden calf. Okay, so according to the Gospels, they mentioned that the one who made this golden calf, it was Harun alayhi salatu wassalam. But Quran commented on that, saying that it was not Harun who did that, but actually Harun alayhi salam tried to stop them to worship. But it was actually some Sumerian who created this golden calf. Means haymana happened. So correction. Okay, so haymana in our time, it is translated as conquering something, dominating, predominating on something. Okay, so Quran is muhaymin on the previous revelations. Do you know all of that conflicting bits and bytes is clarified by Quran. Okay, so that's why our understanding as Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, I believe even Shia and our other, you can say, groups of Islam, they do believe that you cannot take from other books except what is according Quran. And if there is some story which is mentioned in Quran but it's differently mentioned in other Gospels, so it should be sorted out and tested in terms of different copies. Definitely there will be some copy according Quran. Okay, so Quran is that Furqan, Quran is that Muhaymin. So Quran does not correct the previous Gospels but actually corrects the narrations which is fabricated after Prophet Muhammad and by falsehood or by mistake attributed to God or to Prophet Muhammad. So Quran is the main predominating message of God upon the previous messages of God or the ahadith or the opinions which is made up afterward. So that is the meaning of Quran being Muhaymin and Quran being Furqan. Okay. We have just last two comments on this question. We have these two amazing statements coming from two glorious people. One is Umar ibn al-Khattab, one is Abu Hanifa al-Nu'man. So Umar radiallahu anhu says, so when he sent his judge to Kufa, okay, so what did he say? He has written a letter, it's quite famous. So in there he gave the constitution of Islam, how to judge. So he said, if you have any question, first look into Quran. If you find the answer in Quran, then just disregard everything else. Quran said something, just disregard everything else. But if you don't find it in Quran, then look into the habits of Prophet Muhammad. So that's what we call as Sunnah, habit, way of Prophet Muhammad. If you don't find it even there, then invite the people, the noble, brainy people. Then ask for advice, mashwara. Okay, so that is the first statement. So Abu Hanifa, so this what Umar radiallahu anhu said, that is actually usul al-fiqh of this glorious person called Abu Hanifa al-Nu'man. So Abu Hanifa said, anything which God said, so that is on top of my head. But if it is not in Quran, so whatever Prophet says, on top of my head. But if I don't find it in the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad, I look into the agreed upon opinions of the Sahaba, fuqaha of the Sahaba. But if it is not there, and as soon as it will be Fulan Tabi'i, Fulan Tabi'i, Fulan Tabi'i, so Abu Hanifa said, Zahamnahum, I'm one of them. Okay, so that is actually just brilliant statement. So Quran is not only Muhaymin to the previous Gospels and Revelations, but it is also Muhaymin and Furqan for the statements which is done after the revelation of Quran. So it is Muhaymin. Yeah. So in terms of Enoch, Akhnuch alayhi salatu wasalam, and his Gospel, is it revealed 100%? It is revealed by God. But the copy that we have right now, is it the exact copy which is revealed to him? I never can say yes, I never can say no. It has to be taken, so it has to be discussed by theologians coming from different schools of thought and different religions. Jews, Christians, again, others, including Muslims, and to look into it. Yeah.
Okay.